guys, welcome back to Mathematical Mindset. So right here guys, with this particular question, I'm going to share with you two methods on how you can solve this question. So the first method right here, so this is method 1. Okay, now for method 1, the first thing we want to simply recall that the root of a is equals to a raised to the power of 1 over 2. So we can easily rewrite the first equation right here to be, this is going to become 16 all into the root of 16 all into the root of 16 into 1 over 2 all into power 16. And with this we have that 16 all into the root of 16 is equal to 1 over 2, which is this, times 16, whereby 2 here is 1 and 2 here is 8, and therefore we have that 16 all into the root of 16 all into the root of 16 is going to give raised to the power of 8, because 1 times 8 right here is going to give us 8. So for this we can easily rewrite this to be 16 all raised to the power of 8 multiply the root of 16 all into the root of 16 all into 8. So guys, we have been able to remove the first square root right here. So let's go into the second square root right here. So for the second square root, this is going to become 16 raised to the power of 8 into 16 the root of 16 all into, we have this to be 1 over 2 all into 8. Okay, so once we have this right here, this is going to become 16 raised to the power of 8 all into 16 the root of 16 all into 1 over 2 times 8, whereby 2 here is 1 and 2 into 8 is 4, and this is going to become 16 all raised to the power of 8 into 16 the root of 16 all raised to the power of 4, and this becomes 16 power 8 multiply 16 raised to the power of 4. Then we have this to be the root of 16 all into 4. Now rewriting the roots of 16 as a raised to the power of 1 over 2, this becomes 16 raised to the power of 8 into 16 raised to the power of 4 of 16 into 1 over 2. So from this we have that 16 into 1 over 2 all raised to the power of 4. So from this right here we have that 16 raised to the power of 8 multiply 16 raised to the power of 4 multiply 16 all into 1 over 2 times 4, and this becomes 16 raised to the power of 8 multiply 16 raised to the power of 4 multiply 16, 2 here 1, 2 here 2, 4 is 2, and this becomes 2. Now we want to recall that from the law of indices, we know that if we have ax multiply ay multiply az, it's going to give us a into x plus y plus z, and this is from product rule under the law of indices, right? So from this, applying this to this right here, we have that 16 is equals to 8 plus 4 plus 2, right, which is equals to 16. 8 plus 4 is going to give us 12. 12 plus 2 is going to give us 14. So we have 16 all raised to the power of 14, but we know that 16 can be written as a power of 2, that is 2 raised to the power of 4. So this becomes 2 raised to the power of 4 into 14, and this implies that 2 raised to the power of 4 times 14, which is equals to 2 raised to the power of 56, and this becomes our answer. So guys, let's solve for method 2. Alright guys, so for method 2 right here, the first thing we want to do is to simply simplify the innermost roots. We want to simplify the innermost roots, and this right here is the innermost root. So this becomes the root of 16 is going to give us 4. So this equation can be written as the root of 16 into the root of 16 times, because we have been able to simplify the innermost root, we have this to be 4 all raised to the power of 16. Okay, so by solving this right here, we have that the root of 16 is into the root of 16 times 4 is going to give us 64 all raised to the power of 16. So once we are done, the next thing we want to do is to simply simplify the root of 64, and we know that the root of 64 is equals to 8. Hence we can easily write this equation to be the root of 16 times 8, because the root of 64 is already 8, all into power what? 16. And this becomes the root of 16 times 8 is going to give us 128, all into the root of 16. All right, so we have this right here. Now the root of 168. Now we are going to solve this without using calculator. So to do this, the root of 128 can be written as the root of 64 times 2, okay, and which can also be written as root 64 times the root of 2. The root of 64 is going to give us 8 root 2, so which implies that we can write the root of 428 all raised to the power of 16 can be written as 8 root 2 all raised to the power of 16. Okay, so once we have this right here, but remember that the root of a is equals to a into 1 over 2, and 8 is equals to 2 raised to the power of 3. So let's put this into this right here. We have that 2 raised to the power of 3 multiply 2 raised to the power of 1 over 2 all into the root of 16. Okay, and this is going to give us 2 raised to the power of 3 times 16 multiply 2 raised to the power of 1 over 2 times 16. Okay, and this is 2 raised to the power of 3 times 16 is going to give us 48 multiply 2 raised to the power of 2 here 1, 2 into 16 is going to give us 8, so 2 raised to the power of 8. All right, so from this right here, we know that from the law of product rule, we know that am multiply an is the same thing as a into m plus n. So applying this right here to this, we have that 2 raised to the power of 48 multiply 2 raised to the power of 8 is equals to 2 raised to the power of 48 plus 8, which is equals to 2 raised to the power of 56, and this becomes our answer. So right here guys, these are the two methods in which you can easily use to solve this type of question.